What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about pictures that prove Canada is like no other country. It is definitely true that Canada is a very unique place, and today I want to take a look at some pictures that demonstrate that. So let's take a look here, starting with who's laughing at our plastic money now? Eh? What? What? Nobody. I'm not. Who's laughing at your money? Why are you? What point are you trying to prove here? That we should not be laughing at Canadian money because you can wash it. Yeah, it's like plastic, right? It's very high tech looking. Actually, it's very cool. Who's laughing at it? Although I guess I have heard some people say, like on the internet, not in real life, but that Canadian money looks like monopoly money. Is that it? No need to get defensive about it and wash your money in my face just to prove a point. Okay. Okay. It's kind of cool that you can wash your money. I've heard that Canadian money can withstand temperatures like wash in water up to like 150 degrees or something. Is that true? See, no, I don't laugh at that. I don't scoff at that. What the heck? Welcome to Canada. This is morning. Oh my God. What? This I'm about to say, is this AI? Is this computer generated? This looks real to me. This is in Canada? I've seen, some of the intensity that winter can be in Canada, but what is this? How how do you even respond to this? You open your door and you just you just open your door. This is what you see and you just shut it and you go back into bed. That's the only appropriate response. Like, what? I mean, or if you're Canadian, because I've seen some pretty crazy, like, Canadians walking around in the snow, like pictures where you have t-shirts on and shorts. Very, very crazy stuff. If you're Canadian, maybe this is just another day. You just open the door and you're like, yeah, okay, and you just walk straight into the wall of snow. But the way it has a perfect imprint of the door. Oh my God. This is an insane photo. This cannot be representative of all Canada. It's not like this is a common Canadian life experience. Right? Right? I would just give up. I would just give up on life if I woke up to this. What the? Okay. Canada is like no other country. That is the name of the video. Canada left. US right. These are Marlboro cigarette branding. Let me make it a little bigger. Wow. Is this true? So on the left, this is a Canadian cigarette box. To me, the one on the right, that's a classic, like iconic cigarette box. It's Marlboro. It's looked like that forever. Is this in Canada? Do you have to put this amount of like disclaimer on it? Lung cancer. It has a picture of someone who's dying from lung cancer. It has all these help websites and phone numbers, and it's got a huge warning label. I can't really argue against that. Wow. They try to put warning labels, and they did commercials in America for a while trying to anti-drug stuff. But if we did something like this, this would probably have a real effect on some people. That's pretty intense. Wow, is that a normal Canadian cigarette box? Holy cow. I tried to take a picture of my girlfriend at Lake Moraine, Canada, when suddenly this little guy joined in. Oh my God, what a photo. Man, Canada is beautiful. Wow. They took like the most beautiful photo. This could be the background of your computer or something. And then this little squirrel? That honestly makes the photo better. This little squirrel wanting to butt in, wanting its moment on the internet. Well, here you have it, little squirrel, little Canadian squirrel. Is this a squirrel? Never seen one stand up like that. I don't know. Maybe Canadian squirrels are a little different. I've also never seen one so friendly with a human. That's an awesome photo. Kind of funny, too. It's so windy in Saskatchewan, Canada, today. My neighbor's grass almost blew away. What? 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 How? Is this normal? is this whole video just gonna be me being like, is this normal in Canada? Does this happen? I mean, the picture evidence is before me. Why does their lawn look like a rug? Maybe that's the problem. Is this like fake grass? Or no one's grass would come up that perfectly. But the fact that their grass is getting blown up off their lawn from wind, that's pretty extreme, but they put some kind of grass carpet on their lawn, or maybe this is like a quick way to do it, but I don't know, maybe you get what you pay for. I don't know what to think of this. Looks like a movie, this house is a movie set, and the lawn is coming up. 3 days in hospital in Canada. Piece of paper. I think I know what they're getting at here. 3 days in a hospital in Canada, and this is the bill that you get. Because in America, if you stay in the hospital, you get a bill in the mail, gets sent to you. It's going to be really expensive and stressful. This is the bill they got. That's the only thing I can think of. It's blank. Okay. Yes. In Canada, your health care is covered. You pay your taxes, and you just walk into hospitals, get taken care of, and go home. And the money collectors don't come around with baseball bats. Apparently. I think I get this one. Okay, quit rubbing it in. All right. I mean, that is true, though. These pictures, as funny as they are, they do all show something pretty important about Canadian culture, actually, if you think about it. The generic brands are a staple in Canada. No Name is a gem in Canada. Every product is so unbelievably ominous. I really laugh my butt off every time I go shopping. I mean, well, I'm just like, why did they use the word ominous? The product is so ominous? Doesn't that mean like disconcerting? I actually think these are pretty cool. A while ago I did a video learning about this No Name brand in Canada with the blank generic packaging. It's very funny. I think this would do very well in the United States. We have Great Value, which is a Walmart brand. Maybe you have that as well. But we don't have anything like this. This is the cola just says cola. Apple beverage. You have No Name mayonnaise and cocoa. Do they make everything? Everything? Wow. It is funny, but it's also legitimately a cheap, like, discount brand of items to buy, to live on, right? Yes. Are they ominous? I don't know. Winter in Toronto, Canada. Wow, look at this. What a great photo. It's amazing. Wow, is this what do you call this? Like a street car? Yeah, I've never ridden in one of these things. Is this like common in Toronto? Wow. And this photo makes it look downright majestic. It's funny, maybe this is probably like so normal to Canadians or Torontonians. This is probably such a normal sight, winter with your fancy streetcar, but it's amazing how a great photo just makes it extraordinary. That's cool. That's very cool. I'd ride that thing. This is an intense hailstorm in Canada. This is the end of the world. This is the apocalypse. This is not. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to say, oh my God. This hail looks like it could break their window. And the lightning, oh my God. This is the most intense storm I've ever seen. Legitimately. I've never seen a more devastating, intense storm. Like, okay, maybe a hurricane or something. This looks like a hurricane or tsunami. What is that? Look at that. That looks like the gates to the underworld. Right there, the swirling. Wow, where was this? This looks so We don't. What did they call this? What did they call this? They called this an intense hailstorm. An intense hailstorm is some hail coming down that is more than like a minute. And you're like, wow, hail. I haven't seen that in a few years. This is not an intense hailstorm. This is the end of the world. I've never seen anything like it. These are rocks, boulders getting thrown at your house. My God. Is that, I'm going to say it, is that normal in Canada? But seriously, is it? Because, my jeez, have to get like home insurance, hail insurance. The robot named Hitchbot successfully hitchhiked across Canada and Europe, but was then murdered in Philadelphia attempting to cross the U.S. This is a robot named Hitchbot. San Francisco or bust. This is a robot? How does it hitchhike? Is it just up to people to move it? It's not really a robot. It's got pool noodles for arms. Is this really a robot? So anyway, very wholesome. It made its way across Canada and Europe. Wow. Just people like moving it and hitchhiking. So people driving it. And then it got murdered in America. It got murdered in Philadelphia. Yeah. I don't know if I can say I'm that surprised. I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's begging for it to be murdered, this little robot. Like, no. Yeah, that probably says something about American culture. Let's moving on. During the annual hair freezing contest in Canada, hair freezing contest, contestants keep themselves warm in hot springs while letting the cold winter air freeze their wet hair into interesting shapes. This is great. Canada is like no other country. This says it all right here. This could be the one photo. Look at this isn't a hair freezing contest. This is just a Thursday. Canadians on a Thursday going into work. Yes, there's Gertrude and Beth. And there's George with his big mustache. Oh, George. This is just Canadians look like normally, right? No. I'm so happy this is a thing. That is so wonderful that this is a thing. You freeze your hair. Oh my God. Man. It's not just frozen. Their hair is ice. Like the Mohawk guy or that woman in the upper right. My God. Is that a hairbrush in her hair? You could snap her hair off. I swear. That is so cool that this is a thing. Okay. After many failed attempts, I finally managed to capture a train at Morant's Curve, Alberta, Canada. I've never heard of Morant's Curve. Wow. Man, we got some photographers today. Oh my God. I think more Americans need to see stuff like this. A lot of Americans don't quite know what to picture when we think of Canada, especially in the winter. We picture just flat, desolate, cold igloos, polar bears. Not pleasant. Look at this. It does look cold, but it is heartwarming somehow at the same time. Beautiful photo with the mountains and the... Wow. Yeah, that's a very good one. In Canada, the newly elected speaker, by tradition, feigns reluctance as he or she is dragged to a chair in a practice that's dating from the days when British speakers risked execution if the news they reported to the king was displeasing. What? What's happening? So in Canada, the new speaker is dragged. There's Trudeau and some other guy dragging this chuckling speaker, which is a political position, government position. They drag him to the chair because of an old British tradition. Except now, instead of execution, they're just chuckling. Oh, stop it, Justin. Oh, stop dragging me to the chair like that. He's having the time of his life. I guess he's just been newly appointed to that position. Okay. Population distribution in Canada. Oh, okay. Population distribution. I know a little bit about this. Each colored area is approximately 1/4 of Canada's population. Wow. So there's 4 colors here, and every color is 1/4 of Canada's people. So if you look all the way at the very bottom, I think that's red. I think. That small part, that's 1/4 of Canada's population. Then above that in the green is another. And then the blue is another. And then all that yellow. I hope I'm colorblind. I hope I'm getting these right. I'm a little nervous. But anyway, there's 4 colors here. And that just shows you how many people live so tightly packed into one part of Canada. This is well, it's somewhat different from America. In America, we're really, really concentrated in our major cities, and then we're pretty evenly spread out throughout the whole country. I'd like to see a population map of America, actually, but I doubt it's as crazy as this one. And finally, cows trying to scare a Canadian goose. No, what? This is cows trying to scare a Canadian goose. I've heard about the Canadian goose. Whatever the plural is. And how scary they are. And their American geese are friendly. We feed them bread. We laugh. Ha ha. Oh, goose. Come on, Johnny. Little baby Johnny. Come pet the goose. It's all fine. Canada, totally different. But look, I didn't know it was like this. This goose does not give a quack about these cows. Literally charging it. This goose is insane. The cows are scared of it. Wow. Okay, and now I'm scared of it. And with that, this once again proves Canada is like no other country. This whole selection of photos was very, very insightful, to say the least. I learned some things about Canada I never knew. And yeah, I think by the end of this, you can absolutely say Canada is very unique. These pictures definitely show that. I thought this was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed this quite a bit. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts. If you're Canadian, your thoughts on any of these photos or the videos that were here, what you think of these, or any explanation behind these weird Canadian things. Very weird. That'd be fun to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and learning about Canadian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.